Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Monley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for March 11th to the 23rd. March 11th to the 15th, the patterns consisted of a negative AO and NAO indexes. The pattern favors another East Coast storm for late Sunday into Monday. The pattern will consist here of a ridge in the Aleutians, trough here, ridge in the west, trough in the east. We have positive height anomalies across this area. You're looking at the GFS. And we look at the rest of the models as we come to the 15th. They all look generally the same. I don't see much of a difference. Okay, getting to the possible East Coast system. Okay, high falls are forecast to move through the south on Sunday and will likely aid in the development of cyclogenesis off the Carolinas and eventually northward track, crossing near the 40 degrees north, 7 degrees west longitude. So here we're going to look. This is European deterministics. We're starting today. Here we are Sunday. Now you can see in the bottom of the screen, you can see here's snow and ice. And then we move into Monday. You can see we have an area of snow and ice moving along the mid-Atlantic coast. That's the GFS, the American model. Now we take a look at the European. Sunday. And you don't really see it. Let me see if I can show you a little bit. So you just about see on the bottom of the screen, it moves out to sea. The GFS has been consistently more to the north and near the coast. This is the GFS. Look how close it comes. Here it shows that it would mostly be in the northern extent of the precipitation shield. This here is snow, and this is rain here. So you have to see how this is. And so elsewhere, an omega block was set up with impressive 500 millibar anomalies. The closed zone near the west coast will slowly move into the west with unsettled conditions to persist next week. Precipitation is forecast for the east coast and the west. The threat of wintry precipitation will be from the mid-Atlantic states northward. The heaviest precipitation in the west will be from Northern California into the favored terrains, the higher elevations. And temperature will be below normal from the plains to the east coast. Above normal temperatures are forecast for California, or that's supposed to be below normal temperatures are forecast for California due to the clouds and precipitation under the upper low. Now, I wanted to show the ensemble means, but for some reason, I get an error. They're not loading. So I just have to go on without it. So March 14th to the 18th. Here's the 14th. The pattern remains amplified. We still have a ridge here near the Aleutians, trough here, ridge in the west, trough in the east, positive height anomalies here. And again, you look at the GFS and we go through the days. We come to the 18th. And the pattern doesn't change very much. I'm looking at some of the models here randomly because they all show basically the same thing. Now, I always say, I don't know how true this works out, but once we get past the 17th, conditions may usually improve. We still get cool air, but we don't get the extreme in the storms and so forth. And that, I believe, is due to sunspot activity. And around the 17th, that's usually the highest sun activity that occurs. It's every like 72 days or so forth. So I usually go by that rule. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So, okay, so for this forecast period, I am forecasting Above normal temperatures for the west, anomalies of 4 to 8 degrees above normal are forecast. Below normal temperatures are forecast here. Anomalies of 4 degrees below normal are forecast. For precipitation, calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 40 to 55%. Below normal precipitation is forecast for the East Coast. Probability of occurrence is 40%. Looking ahead to March 19th to the 23rd. Here we are at the 23rd. The pattern will relax some, and there'll be some eastward progression of the flow. We still have our positive height anomalies you can see here. The Eastern Pacific Trough moves inland. The trough remains along or near the East Coast. And then we go to the 23rd. You can see the pattern kind of relaxes some. A little bit of a split flow here developing in the west. And then we look at the rest of the models. Let's see how much I can show. Look at the rest of the models. You can see generally a zonal flow developing or trying to develop. So for this forecast period, forecasting below normal temperatures here, these anomalies might hold true, but for now, forecast anomalies near 6 degrees at least, and also 6 degrees below, 4 to 6 degrees below normal in the east, and we have above normal temperatures forecast for the southern plains with anomalies of near 6 degrees above normal. And for precipitation, I'm calling for above normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 40%. Below normal precipitation is forecast here and here. Probability of occurrence is 35% here and up to 45% for the southern plains. So that's the long-range weather forecast discussion for March 11th to the 23rd. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.